Hey, what's going on, you legends? Big Bad Dirty Dog coming to you from the Dog Pound. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. We are back here on Borderlands 3, where I'm doing another video in my series Legendary Loot Guide. I'm going to show you where to farm all the legendaries in the game, minus the Arms Race DLC. And as you can see, for this week's episode, we are focusing on the light show, which also happens to be featured in Maurice's Black Market vending machine this week. So I'll put a link up in the corner if you want to go check that out. So for those of you that have the money and want to go get it from him, go right ahead. But if you're a cheapskate like me and you'd rather farm instead, I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, unfortunately, the light show is part of the Bounty of Blood DLC, which you have to have. But it is a world drop in that DLC. But for the dedicated drop, you're going to want to go to Lazo in the Obsidian Forest, and I'll show you where that's at. So again, you're going to want to go to Gehenna, go down to Obsidian Forest, and then you're going to want to spawn in over here at Crone's Contentment. And it's really not that far of a run. I'll go right back to the beginning where you spawn in and I will show you. This is probably one of the more easier farms in the game as far as location. Because most of them, as you know, it's like a long run from one end of the map to the other. This one really isn't so bad. So you're going to spawn in right here. When you spawn in, you're going to see the old lady right here. And then from here, it's kind of a hop, skip, and jump. Now you will have some smaller enemies that will spawn in, but they're really nothing. You can pretty much blast through them. I just come down here. Now once you go down this ramp right here, you're going to want to hang a right, and this is Lazodactyl's lair. And he's going to come right up in the middle over here. And you have to be careful. If you kill him right away, the loot will fall down here and you won't get it right away. You have to go back to one of those machines to get it. And he does have some buddies that fly around too, but once you dispose of them, I usually try to wait till he gets like right about here in the middle, and you can see his loot drops over here, and here we go. Now a little bit of information on the light show. The red text reads, "Give me some light away," and it refers to the weapon effect where it fires 4 projectiles in a cross shape akin to a pyrotechnic light show. No alternate firing mode on this weapon, but it does come in all the elements. It is a Vladov pistol. I do happen to have a God Roll one. The damage rate is 32,456 times 4. The accuracy, 89%. Handling, 60%. Reload time, 3.1 seconds. Fire rate, 9.02. Magazine size of 28. Now the one I have doesn't have any elements to it. So the ones that do have element damage, you might have a little bit lower damage rate to it to compensate for that. The drop rate on this weapon is 33%. Like I said, I got this weapon on the 4th kill. Now again, if you spec into it, it's going to be a lot better. Here's the one that I have. Unfortunately, it's not a good anointment. It's an Amara anointment on my Moes. But I am using a Rocketeer with plus 44% pistol damage, and of course got to use the Pearl of Effable Knowledge with the consecutive hits. So what I'm going to do is go ahead now, as always, we'll save and quit. Now you can get this from bosses, doing crew challenges, generic enemies, all kinds of chests, and the diamond loot room as well. But again, the dedicated drop rate is going to be so much easier. Like I said, I got this on my 4th kill, so didn't have to spend a whole lot of time farming on this one. And I would say, I still think the Unkept Herald, in my opinion anyway, is the best pistol in the game. But right behind it is the light show, especially in the hands of Moes. It's good on all Vault Hunters. Again, if you spec into it, it's going to be that much better. It's really good on someone like Amara, whose weapon damage is the lowest in the game, and of course like Zane with his clone, you can do even more damage. And Flak is really good with pistols too. I would definitely say probably Moe, Zane, Flak, and then Amara, in that order, in my opinion. And again, if you can find class mods or artifacts that have flat off weapon damage, flat off pistol damage, any of the elemental damage, it's definitely going to buff it up and make it even that much better. As I said, the one that I have is non-elemental. Okay, there's the old lady. I'm going to go ahead and jump down here. As you can see, it has a pretty fast fire rate. And again, on Mo's, if you're spec'd to it, you never have to reload this thing. So you can come up here, and as you can see, he's going to spawn right up here in the middle. Good old plasma coil for the win. Yeah, these are not my favorite enemies. I've never been a fan of flying enemies in this game. I'm going to switch to the plasma coil. This weapon is like really good for mobbing. Again, depending on how you're spec'd into it, it could be decent for bossing. I wouldn't. I just think it has a longer time to kill than most of the other weapons I have. And another light shadow. Again, there's the non-elemental ones. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, if you are enjoying the content, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit that like button. Helps me out tons. So until next time, stay awesome, stay amazing, stay wonderful, stay fantastic, and as always, stay beautiful.